You're scrolling through old photos and one stops you cold. A birthday, a road trip, a moment doesn't exist anymore. Something warm floods your chest, and for a second you'd give almost anything to go back. But here's the uncomfortable question nobody asks. Was that time actually as good as you remember? Or is your brain quietly lying to you right now on purpose? For most of the 20th century, doctors thought nostalgia was a disease. The word was coined in 1688 by a Swiss physician named Johannes Hofer, combining the Greek words for homecoming and pain to describe soldiers who grew listless with longing for home. For nearly 300 years, nostalgia was treated as a symptom of weakness, a mind unable to cope with the present. Then, starting in the early 2000s, psychologist Constantine Sedikides at the University of Southampton began systematically studying what nostalgia actually does to people. What he found upended centuries of assumption. In controlled experiments, simply asking participants to recall a cherished memory reliably boosted their mood, increased their sense of meaning, and made them feel more socially connected. Nostalgia wasn't toxic. It was one of the mind's most efficient tools for emotional repair. So why does it feel bittersweet? Because nostalgia is a specific emotional cocktail, equal parts joy and grief, and both halves are doing real work. Psychologist Christine Bacho developed a tool for measuring nostalgia proneness and found something counterintuitive. People who feel nostalgia often are not unhappier in the present. They tend to be more emotionally expressive and better able to draw comfort from the past during stress. Nostalgia functions like an emotional reserve tank. You don't dip into it because your life is empty. You dip into it because it helps. But is the memory itself accurate? The honest answer is no. Memory was never a recording device. Every time you retrieve a memory, your brain reconstructs it from fragments, shaped by how you feel right now. The boring parts fade first, the arguments blur, the peak moments get sharpened. Psychologists call this the fading affect bias. Negative emotions attached to memories decay faster than positive ones. Your brain isn't recording your past, it's curating it. This is where nostalgia stops looking like a bug and starts looking like a feature. Psychologist Clay Routledge found that people reach for nostalgic memories most often during loneliness, uncertainty, or existential doubt. Participants reminded of their own mortality turned to nostalgic memories far more readily, and doing so measurably increased their sense that life has meaning. Nostalgia functions as a psychological anchor. When the present feels unstable, the mind reaches backward, not because the past was objectively better, but because a warm, curated version of it reminds you that you've survived difficulty before. Modern technology has intensified this old mechanism. For most of history, nostalgia arrived by chance, a smell, a song, a letter in a drawer. Today, your phone resurfaces memories on command, an algorithm deciding exactly which photo will make you stop scrolling. You are now nostalgic on a scale no human brain evolved to handle. There's a stranger twist. People feel nostalgic for eras they never lived through, for decades before they were born, for places that may never have existed quite the way they're remembered. This suggests nostalgia isn't really about historical accuracy. It's about narrative, the mind's way of building a story that makes the present feel survivable. So the next time an old photo stops you cold, you don't have to ask whether it's true. That's the wrong question. The right question is what your mind is trying to do for you right now by handing you that memory. It's not lying to hurt you. It's lying gently to hold you together. You're scrolling through old photos and one stops you cold, not because the past was perfect, because your mind, quietly and without asking, decided you needed proof today that you've always found your way through.